Input and output explained. With real examples. What does input and output mean? Input and output are how a program communicates with the user. Input means data given to the program. Output means data shown by the program. In simple words, input equals information going into the program. Output equals information coming out of the program. So, program equals input means process means output. It means input and output are ways to talk to the program. How programs receive data. How programs show results. How users interact with software. The bridge between user and computer. So, input equals give data. Output equals get result. Why it matters. Without input, Crossmark program cannot take user data. Crossmark no interaction. Crossmark program is fixed. Crossmark same result every time. Without output, Crossmark user cannot see result. Crossmark program looks useless. Crossmark no feedback. Crossmark no confirmation. With input and output, checkmark user can interact. Checkmark program becomes flexible. Checkmark results are visible. Checkmark program becomes useful. Checkmark software feels alive. Real-life examples of input and output. Think of input and output like a conversation speaking head. Example 1. Calculator. Input equals 5 and 3. Output equals 8. Example 2. Login form. Input equals username and password. Output equals login successful or wrong password. Example 3. ATM. Input equals PIN and amount. Output equals cash and receipt. So, what you give equals input. What you get equals output. How input and output work. Step by step. Program asks for input. User gives data. Program processes it. Program shows output. Flow. Ask means receive means process means display. Types of input. Programs can take input as numbers, age, price, text, name, city, true, false values, button clicks, file data. So input can be user data, file data, device data. Types of output. Programs can give output as text messages, numbers, calculated results, error messages, files, sounds or images. So output can be screen display, printed result, file result. Example scenario. Real life. Online shopping app. Input. Item price equals 100. Quantity equals 2. Processing. Total equals item price times quantity. Output. Your total bill is 200. Here, user gives price and quantity. Input. Program calculates total. Program shows bill. Output. This makes the program checkmark interactive, checkmark useful, checkmark flexible. Common beginner mistakes. Beginners often forget to take input, hard code values, show wrong output, mix text and numbers, give unclear output messages, do not validate input. These happen because input and output are not handled properly. Good practices for input and output. Checkmark ask clear questions. Checkmark validate user input. Checkmark show meaningful output. Checkmark use friendly messages. Checkmark format output neatly. Bad. Crossmark enter. Quote. Crossmark result. 5 inches. No meaning. Good. Checkmark enter your age. Quote. Checkmark total price is 500 inches. Real life analogy. Input and output are like a machine factory. You put raw material, input, machine processes it, you get product, output. Same with programs. Input equals raw data, output equals result. Important point. A program without input and output. Crossmark cannot interact. Crossmark cannot solve real problems. Crossmark cannot communicate. Crossmark feels dead. A program with input and output. Checkmark talks to user. Checkmark solves problems. Check mark shows results. Check mark feels useful. Simple definition. Input equals data given to a program. Output equals data shown by a program. Summary. Input and output. Check mark allow interaction. Check mark show results. Check mark control program behavior. Check mark make software useful. Check mark are basic building blocks of programming. Without input and output, cross mark no interaction. Cross mark no results. Cross mark no real applications. With input and output, check mark programs become interactive. Check mark programs become practical. Check mark programs become meaningful.